Okay guys, I have a super sick video for you today. Yasu and Soma have visited Copenhagen for the last few days, so we've been playing with them and we've just been in amazement of how good they are. Especially Yasu. I mean, even Soma is like just so incredibly impressed every time they're ciphering and just watching Yasu do his thing. You guys all know this. But I really wanted to get a close look on Yasu's form. It's something that I've been obsessed with for a while. And so I gave him 10 Dama dares. I picked them to test how he moves his Tama, moves his Ken, moves his string around to land these tricks, and to land these tricks consistently. I think that is what Yasu is the best in the world at his control and his consistency. It's just on a whole nother level. It's like the most impressive thing I've ever seen in Kendama. All right, let's get into it. So as I go through each trick, I'm just going to notice a few things that I want you guys to notice as well. But one thing for these next 10 clips, just notice how slow he plays, how much his knees are involved. His controlled pace is something to really learn from. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, so the first trick.
So the first trick is fish special.
Yeah.
Fish special is a great trick to look at because there's kind of 3 different ways of controlling the Tama. There's 3 tricks in fish special.
Nice.
So the first one is a 1.5 swap. Pulls up to airplane. And then notice right here how he goes from like a handshake grip, like this, and then he turns it into like an open face grip. And so the bevel is just gonna rotate towards like, it's like perfectly horizontal, but it's rotating toward like 230 if you look at a clock, like looking down. And then I think most of the Tama rotation comes from his pointer finger. I know 1.5 swap is like a relatively easy trick, but it's really important to look at his form here because if you're getting into 4-tap swap, a KWC trick, this is the same form that would be used. So yeah, I think it's his like pointer finger that moves that bevel just slightly over. All right, let's watch the next part of this trick. He swaps. 1.5, that is a slight spin, the normal way, how most people spin, which is clockwise. So if you look at the bevel facing up, it is rotating this way. So he spins it this way, right? And that bevel is rotating clockwise. So that's a normal spin rotation. He is rotating it almost perfectly 3 o'clock, right? He catches it, and then look at that. He turns the rotation. So it's rotating this way, he juggles, catches it, or I guess he catches it, yeah, tosses it up, and now it's spinning the other way, just ever so slightly. And that's going to lead to him spiking it. But yeah, really interesting here. I wasn't sure how many people rotate it this way, and the rest of the 10 tricks, obviously I've already looked at these, and he's gonna be utilizing that counterclockwise rotation a lot. So it looks like it's more, notice his thumb isn't anywhere near, the Tama is just right here, okay? It's right in the, not in the palm, not on the tip of the fingers, it's right in the middle. And it looks like it's gonna be his like middle finger, pointer finger, rotating it forwards. And it's gonna come down a little bit sideways, but then when he spikes it, it's almost perfectly down. All right, onward, swap, And now here's the 1.5 late. So again, clockwise rotation, toss up a slight counterclockwise. That's more of just like a push forward, which a lot of people do, which is what I do. And spike.
Second trick is triple juggles.
Second trick is, 5 triple juggles to spike.
Yeah, okay.
I want to see how he manages his tama in this trick.
Okay,
So he gets it first try. It is super windy out. The wind is blowing against him. Doesn't matter. He's also using a black Ken, which is a sick looking kendama, but it's really hard to play. So this is going to be a slight counterclockwise spin. Again, look at the placement of the tama in his palm. What are we looking at here? Yeah, no thumb involved, just cradling that tama. And then if we look at the spin, that's a ghost, basically. Spinning it forward, the string is all up in him. So right here, the string gets caught, the tama rotates a little bit, not ideal. But then his last juggle right here, the bevel is pointing in his palm. I think he's just gonna do like a forward rotation, and that's gonna bring the tama spinning counterclockwise. And he's going to lace.
And now the next one is a 10 juggle spike. Okay.
All right, next trick, we got a 10 juggle spike. This string got really in the way here. I wanted to see what he does with this tama. I think ideally, without any wind, he would do the same exact thing with the tama every single juggle, which is what you're looking at now. It's a slight counterclockwise rotation with the bevel pointing directly at 3 o'clock. It's directly to his right. You can see the string gets in the way. It makes the tama bounce. He keeps the juggles super close together, so nothing like gets yanked too much. And then at the end, feels the bevel, does a rotation forward, and he spikes it.
Next one is 3-tap, juggle, late trip, juggle 3-tap, juggle down fast.
All right, he does a late tap here instead of a 3, but it doesn't really affect the form. So it's a miscommunication. Man, his pace is so good. All right, notice how he's holding the tama. It's like here, right? Pinky's right on the string hole. Thumb is right here. So he's gonna do a 3-tap, juggle late flip, juggle 3-tap, juggle 1.5 juggle down fast. So he's gonna do 3 taps. 1, 2, 3. Let's see how he spins. He spins clockwise, which is the most, again, the clockwise is the most common. Counterclockwise isn't as common, but we're seeing it in these pro players, in the top players, I would say. Like Ryoga was the first time that I noticed a counterclockwise spin. So this is a normal clockwise rotation. He throws it up. The tama is slightly rotating counterclockwise. He does a late flip. Watch how the tama goes right back into his palm, the bevel, exactly where he wants it. And now he's gonna be doing a juggle, and look at the bevel. I mean, even after the late flip, right? It goes back to where it was. I know a lot of players, if they do a late flip, their bevel is gonna kind of rotate aimlessly, and then it's gonna end up anywhere, like for me. So then when I go for the second trip tap, I gotta figure out where my bevel is. My bevel might be like down or off to the side, and then my last juggle spike, or my last juggle 1.5 down fast, is a lot harder to control because the bevel isn't in its place. But with this late flip that he did, he got the tama and the bevel back exactly where he wanted it. So another trip tap with the bevel, yeah, it's just perfect. Another clockwise rotation, and now he's going to go to a 1.5 down fast, slight counterclockwise rotation, get that bevel straight up, or right to the side, I guess, looking at him. And all his like fast hands are just like perfect. You know, they just boom, boom.
My level 10.
Really nice. Okay, so this is a super interesting one. This is the most interesting trick. This is the my level, KWC level 10. It's a 4-tap jug late quad in. I've been trying to figure out this trick consistently. I can hit it pretty consistently, but it's not, the kendama, the tama, and the ken isn't consistent every time. So my tama is kind of rotating around and I'm scooping it. I did a video recently trying it for an hour, and the one thing I figured out was like, yeah, I need to figure out how to do this perfect every time. So you can see what he does. It's really fascinating. It's gonna be hard to catch in a fast motion. Oh, this is his first try, and then he hits it the second try. Oh, he misses that, misses that.
You got it.
All right, there we go. Okay, so we've already talked about his tama placement when tapping. He's basically tapping like right on the side right here. All right, and let's see what he does with the rotation. He's gonna do a normal clockwise rotation, just not a lot of spin, just a little bit of spin. And now he's gonna toss the tama up, and he gets it, so the tama is spinning counterclockwise, perfectly straight down. So when he catches the late quad, it's basically a spinning spike, right? Like it's the easiest spike in kendama. So let's go back and see how he got that tama there. So again, he's doing what a lot of us learn to do, right? What I teach, which is a normal clockwise rotation. And then he catches it here. Okay, that's where he is at right now. In this toss, I think he's using his middle finger and his pointer finger. His thumb's not on. And I guess he's just gonna do a slight like, oh God, sorry. He's gonna do a slight like rotation this way. All right, let's do frame by frame. Man, it doesn't even look like he's rotating at all. But yeah, look at that tama spinning, man. It is just nuts. Tama spinning perfectly straight down. Let's look at that again. Let's look at it, let's just play it. Oops, let's go back. Okay. Yeah, it must be the pointer finger in there. So his tama is like here, and his pointer finger, wait, was his bevel facing down? His bevel was like where he has it. It looks like his hand kind of moves up this way. And now look at the bevel, like it's here. And then if he does a slight pointer finger movement, then the tama is gonna be rotating down. Such a beautiful way to do this trick.
Next one is number 6 is a 10 insta lighthouse. EKC freestyle.
So this is going to be less tama form, more insta form. Nothing too special here, but he has these instas so down. I think I've never been like much of an insta lighthouse person. I'm probably gonna get into them more. Like I could do maybe 3 or 5, but I haven't really ever at 10. I feel like I can do it pretty quickly because I've been doing, you know, them generally. But yeah, like just slow, controlled. Every insta lighthouse besides that one that we just watched was just straight onto the tama. And then let's go back to the form here, okay? So he is holding like this. Lighthouse is here, and now what I would normally do is hold it like this and then trade everything, and this would ghost. He's holding it here, so what he does is he kind of pushes it this way, and then the tama is going to rotate counterclockwise. So the tama is like, the ken's almost like sideways right now. And that tama is rotating slightly counterclockwise. He does a late thumb sling.
Okay,
What a
number
beast.
7.
Let's watch this again in slow motion. Not the whole thing, just the end. Boom. Boom. Rotation. Grabs Ken. Gets down low. And look how low he is, right? Seventh trick.
Trip tap, trip tap, trip tap.
So 3 trip taps. So I'm curious to see what he does with the time between the trip taps. I rotate mine clockwise. He had string problems here. He isn't stunt fast, so consistent. I think he's his first try. Or I don't know if it was first try or not, but it was within like 5 tries. Trip tap, normal Tama position, rotates clockwise. Trip tap, Tama's back exactly where he wants it. Another clockwise, but the string yanks the Tama. So the Tama is not in ideal position right now. It's facing the other way. So he has to kind of recover that. He's gonna ghost it up. He's gonna do a juggle, and with that juggle, he sees the Tama. I think he feels it with his pinky. He sees the bevel. He rotates it forward. I guess ideally, when you're doing a juggle stunt fast, you want the Tama to be here, but it's like here, but you know, it's still easier to just turn your wrist rather than the bevel being anywhere else and then having to like do that. So he grabs it. Look at this fast hand. It's just like so controlled.
Triple.
This one, it was hard to explain, but it was Jacob Eames level 10 KWC. I know he has this too easy. It's way too easy. All right, so triple, watch the Tama. See how that lands? So he throws it out, he throws that first trip Ken, the Tama comes up from here, and it kind of rotates sideways right into his palm, exactly where he wants it, as we've seen the other bevels land in his hand. I guess Tama's land in his hand. That late, even with the triple late, even with the triple before that, with his late triple, the Tama rotates, but then it lands back. Okay, this was interesting. So it lands where he wants it, and then it kind of like, maybe doesn't hit ideally where he wants it in his hand. It kind of hits his palm, rotates forward. Yeah, it rotates forward, so now it's like here, but obviously that's really easy to scoop versus it being anywhere else. And then he scoops it forward, kind of went sideways, but he hit this super quick.
Yeah, so trip tap to lighthouse.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible to see everything is so consistent. Not only him landing these tricks, but the way that he catches the Ken and the way that his Tama lands. It's like everything is so controlled, even to the smallest rotations. And I think that just takes years and years and years of practice. He's been playing for 8 years since he was like 6. He's like 14 now.
And then trip lighthouse flip, insta.
I think this is the last trick.
Swing down. Cool?
All right, so this is gonna be triple lighthouse flip, and I think it's a trip tap to start. Let's see how he controls everything. Boom. Yeah, all right, we're gonna see that counterclockwise spin again, but first we're gonna see the clockwise spin out of the trip tap. 1, 2, 3, clockwise spin, juggle, Tama where he wants it. So now he's just gonna get into that lighthouse with the Tama exactly sideways. So earlier he pulled up to 10 into lighthouses, and this is where he wanted the Tama. He does a trip tap, juggle to lighthouse, and the Tama lands exactly where he wants it. So it's whether he's conscious of it or not, it's completely controlled with where he wants to get the Tama when he hits that triple lighthouse flip. So 1, 2, 3. All right, bevel is where he wants it. Now he's gonna do a counterclockwise rotation, just like last time. See it rotating slightly to a down spike.
Forward tap, forward tap, forward tap.
Oh, we got one more, sick. We're gonna watch this forever. All right, let's watch how he hits these 4 taps. He kind of messes up there. And then his Tama isn't perfect, so this is a good one to look at. Tama in the same place, clockwise rotation, catches Tama again exactly where it was when he pulled up. Another forward tap, another clockwise rotation. He messes the, yeah, he barely hits that edge. It ends in Sarah. It's actually funny because in the EKC video, he does this trick in the EKC semifinals. And just like last time, I think he caught Sarah and then still goes into the forward tap, right? So messes this up. Tama gets pulled. Tama, okay, I guess it's still fine. He throws Sarah into the another forward tap, which is just crazy to do. Like just to throw this and then have enough like composure to still do a forward tap. All right, what happens here? Okay, it's rotating clockwise. And then, yeah, so it's good rotation, but I think maybe with the Sarah grip, he seems to have, he wants that bevel to stay up for the down fast, I think it was, but in this case, he kind of moved it forward. So it's gonna lead to him doing a Sarah spike. I mean, that just shows how good he is at, he is at being on his feet, right? Spikes, wants to do something cool, so he does this flare, catches, and look at this Tama right here. So when he spins this trick wasn't planned obviously, but he spins it penguin, the Tama spins. So now when you grab the Ken, again, it's just like a spinning spike, just like the late quad. Ken flip, and super low to the ground. Yeah, just incredible to watch. I'm very thankful of Yasu for letting me record him, give these Dama dares to him. It was really fun to film this video. It only took like 10 minutes because of how quickly he hit these tricks. I want to do this for more players to see the difference in their technique and their form. But hopefully you guys learned a lot. I know I did. I'm gonna go outside and yeah, just learn this control. I think it's the most fascinating thing, is just getting so good at your technique and so good at your control that you can control every aspect of your play. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.
Okay, so the first trick is fish special.
Fish fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. Second trick is triple juggles. Triple 5 times. To spike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Okay.
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 Let's try.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay. And now the next one is a 10 juggle spike. Okay.
Let's try.
Oh my gosh. Nice. Next one is 3-tap, juggle, late trip, juggle 3-tap, juggle down fast. Yeah, so
yeah.
clean. Can you do 4-tap, juggle, late 4 spike? My level 10?
Oh,
Yeah?
you level 10.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
go, let's
okay.
go. Let's go. Wow.
Oh, that's super close.
Super close, so close. One more.
You got it. Oh. Next one is number 6.
Yeah.
Is 10 insta lighthouse. EKC freestyle. 10 insta lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Okay, number 7.
Yeah.
Let's do trip tap, trip tap, trip tap,
Trip tap, trip tap, trip tap.
juggle, stunt fast. Dude, so clean, bro. So, triple, 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 triple spike.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so trip tap to lighthouse, and then trip lighthouse flip, insta trade down, insta trade sling
trade
down.
down.
Is that cool? Okay. Oh my. Four tap, four tap, four tap, four tap to any spike.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.